you said Hillary Clinton never said he was unqualified, but she also has not said he is qualified. I mean, so why is she dancing around this question? Same thing that we asked Jeff Weaver. I mean, Bernie Sanders this morning said she is qualified. Then Jeff Weaver wanted to give caveats.
Yeah.
Why is Hillary Clinton dancing around this if you guys think it's ridiculous that Bernie Sanders is?
Well, I think we think it's ridiculous that this is the conversation that we're having.
I mean, the conversation because you guys are dancing around
it. No,
it.
it's not actually. The way this started, let's take not too much time on it.
Karen,
sure.
It's at this point right now, and this morning Hillary Clinton still wouldn't say yes, Bernie Sanders is qualified to be president. It's a simple yes/no question. Does she think he's qualified to be president? Yes or no?
But you know, here's the thing.
And then the conversation would end.
Let me.
Go ahead.
You asked me a question.
Yeah,
let me answer. Here's the thing. I mean, she believes that, as she said, it's for the voters to decide. I mean, it's just like the conversation Jeff brought in about who's really a progressive. Who is Bernie Sanders to get to decide and define who's a progressive, particularly when someone like Hillary Clinton was fighting for equal pay for women back in the 90s when it was seen as a side issue. So part of this is, I don't understand why he thinks he gets to decide who is or isn't. The question is, do the voters think you're qualified? Now, to the point of the substance of it, the question that he was asked in the Daily News editorial board, specifically, for example, on breaking up the banks, this has been his single issue for years. And when he was asked, how would you do it? He kind of said, well, I hadn't really thought about it. Then today he was asked, well, what happened? How do you break up the big banks? Well, those people go and get other jobs. So I think to say, well, that doesn't sound like a well-prepared or thought-out answer. I mean, that's a different issue than who decides who's qualified.
You just accused him of parsing. This is parsing. You wouldn't give me a yes/no. You gave us, a minute explanation for why you're not giving us a yes/no.
Well, again, I think the voters get to decide who's qualified. But look, I think here's what I would say. Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders are both in agreement that we really need to be focused on Donald Trump and Ted Cruz because, I mean, that is where I think the real risk is in terms of where we go in this country. But look, if they want to attack, that's fine. Hillary's going to be in upstate New York today talking about jobs. That's what people actually care about.
It is impressive how you guys are all saying exactly the same thing and just changing the subject, changing who the target is of the conversation. Hillary Clinton called it a statement. I think we can all agree it's silly season, and these candidates could put it to rest in a minute. But let's talk about some substance because there is
that would be awesome.
Deal. But this is going to continue to be questioned. I'm just going to say until you guys put it to rest.